Hello students. Students, we will continue with the previous chapter, that is matter around us pure, and this is the last portion, that is separation of mixtures, which we started in the previous class. Okay, so today we will discuss how to separate the mixture of salt and ammonium chloride. Salt and ammonium chloride both are solid and both are white powders. Okay, now children, ammonium chloride is separated from common salt by a process of sublimation. Sublimation is the process where substance is transferred or is changed from solid to gas state without passing through liquid state. This you have studied in class 6 also. Okay, so directly from solid it changes to gas. Now you can see here, this is the experiment setup here in the slide or in the picture you can see. Okay, now the mixture of common salt and ammonium chloride is taken in a china dish. You can see here. Okay, china dish. It's taken in a china dish and placed on the tripod stand. You can see one stand is there. The china dish is covered with the inverted gas funnel. A loose cotton plug is put in the upper open end of the funnel to prevent the ammonium chloride vapors from escaping into the atmosphere. I hope it is clear. What will happen when you will heat it? The ammonium chloride, it will change into steam, and the funnel is closed with the plug. Otherwise, the gas, the steam, it will escape. Okay. Now, what will happen? On heating the mixture, ammonium chloride changes into white vapors. These vapors rise up and get converted into solid ammonium chloride on coming in contact with cold inner walls of the funnel. I hope it is clear. Okay. So what happens? These vapors, when it will come in contact with the walls, upper walls of the funnel, it will change into solid. So what happens here? Ammonium chloride from solid state changes directly to gaseous state, and the gaseous state of ammonium chloride, when it comes in contact with the walls, upper walls of the funnel, changes directly into solid. Understood or no? Okay, and the pure ammonium chloride collects on the inner sides of the funnel in the form of a sublimate, and it can be removed. So ammonium chloride, iodine, camphor, naphthalene, they all are non-volatile and they can be changed directly into vapor state. Okay. Now we will discuss the separation of mixture of two or more liquids. Okay. Now there are different types of mixtures. So we will discuss now the separation of mixtures of two or more liquids. Okay. Children, first of all, you should know what is miscible liquid and what is immiscible liquid. Miscible liquids, the liquids which mix together in all proportions and form a single layer, are called miscible liquids, which dissolve, which mix uniformly. Okay, and what are immiscible liquids? Liquids which do not mix with each other and form separate layers are called immiscible liquids. Okay, and the miscible liquids, the liquids which mix with each other, they are separate process of fractional distillation, and the immiscible liquids, they can be separated by using separating funnel. Okay, you can see here in the slide also how to separate. Now how to separate two immiscible liquids. Can you tell me any immiscible liquids? So how to separate two immiscible liquids like oil and water. Now how to separate the two? That can be separated by using separating funnel. You can see here, you can see in the picture. Now children, the mixture of two immiscible liquids can be separated by using separating funnel. Okay. Now this separating funnel is a special type of a funnel which has a stop cork in the stem to allow the flow of liquid from it or to stop the flow of liquid from it. The separation of two immiscible liquids by a separating funnel depends on the difference in their densities. right? So children, what is happening here? You can see the stop cork. So when it is opened, the liquid will come down, and in order to stop the liquid from coming down in the beaker, the stop cork can be closed. Okay, now here what happens? Here you can see water and kerosene. Now water and kerosene are not miscible with each other, means they do not mix with each other. Now here this water is denser than kerosene. What will happen? The water will come down and kerosene oil will form layer over the water. Now what happens? When this top cork is opened, the water will come down, and as soon as whole of the water comes down, immediately the stop cork is closed. So the kerosene oil, it remains in the separating funnel, and the water, it comes out and it gets collected in the beaker. Okay, so this is how we separate the two immiscible liquids by using separating funnel. Now, separation of two miscible liquids. Separation of two miscible liquids. What do you understand by miscible liquids? Separation of two liquids which mix with each other uniformly. So, here we will study the separation of two miscible liquids by distillation and second by fractional distillation. So children, two miscible liquids can be separated by distillation. Let us take the example of acetone and water. Okay, acetone and water, they are miscible, they mix with each other and uniformly, and let us see how they can be separated by distillation. You can see the experiment set up this. Here there is a distillation apparatus which is fixed with the clamp stand, and on the side the beaker is kept. Okay, this distillation apparatus consists of a round bottom flask and there is a side tube. Now on the side tube there is a condenser, there is a cold water is passed through it, so that the vapors which passes through the side tube, they condense to water, and the thermometer is also kept. Now you take a mixture of acetone and water, okay, and heat the mixture slowly and keep a watch on the thermometer. Now children, the boiling point of water is more than that of acetone. So when you will heat, what will happen? The temperature temperature in the thermometer will rise. So as soon as the boiling temperature, okay, or boiling point of acetone is reached, what will happen? Acetone will change into vapors, and these vapors will rise up and it will pass through the side tube, and in the side tube there is a condenser, and these vapors will condense to liquid, and that liquid will be collected in the beaker. So first what will happen? Whole of the acetone will change into vapor, it will pass through the side tube, it will condense to acetone, liquid acetone, which will be collected in the beaker. And boiling point of water is 100, which is much more than that of acetone. So what will happen? Whole of the acetone will change into vapor, and it will be collected in the beaker, and water will be left behind. Is it clear? I hope it's clear to everyone. Now we come to fractional distillation. But children, this method of distillation is used for the separation of components of mixture that boil without decomposition, okay, and have a sufficient difference in the boiling point. Okay, so then only the distillation is used. Okay, now fractional distillation, it is used to separate the mixture of two or more miscible liquids, okay, for which the difference in boiling point is less than 25 degree Kelvin. Is it clear? So fractional distillation process is used. For example, for separation of different gases from air, okay, the apparatus is similar to that of the simple distillation, except that the fractionating column is fitted in between the distillation flask and the condenser. And you can see the picture also. You can see it in the slide. So condenser is fixed. Here the process is not explained. Okay. Now children, there is one part in your book that is in this chapter, Okay, after fractional distillation, okay, page number 22, that is how can we obtain different gases from air. So this is your homework for today, that you will just read it, okay, and understand it, and if you have any problem then I will explain it. Okay, so after you finish watching the video, okay, just go through this portion, this part, that is 2.3.7 given on page 22. Okay, so we finish this chapter, is matter around us pure. Okay, thank you children. If anyone has any doubt, you can clear it